Hi, in today's video we are talking about how to automate Google Chrome web browser with Selenium. Let's start by installing Selenium. As you can see, Selenium gives error. It means it's not installed yet. The easiest way to install Selenium on a Python environment is through the installer pipe. Let's open CMD and install it. By writing pipe install Selenium. We need to restart VS Code to compile the installation. While the installation of Selenium makes the functionality available, we need additional driver for it to be able to interface with Chrome web browser. Let's download it and extract it. I will put the download link for the driver on the description below. We are good to go now. Let's test it. The WebDriver class will connect you to a browser's instance. As we said at the beginning, we are working with Chrome web browser. First, import the WebDriver class from Selenium. Next, we create an instance of Chrome with the path of the driver that we have just downloaded. Next, use the get method for the driver to load a website. You may also load a local development site, as this process is equivalent to opening a Windows of Chrome on your local machine. Type a URL and hit enter. Advantage of the get method: not only start loading a website, but also wait for it to render completely before moving on the next step. Let's run this step and see the result. As you can see, the page loads successfully. Let's use the title attribute to access the textual title of the web page. If you wish to check whether the title contains a particular web, web string, you can use the assert or if statement. For simplicity, let's use print the title of the page. Next, let us submit a query in the search bar. First, select the element from the HTML document object model and enter a value into it, and submit the form by emulating the return key press. You can select the element using its CSS class, ID, its name attribute, or even the tag name. If you check the source of the query's search bar, you notice that the name attribute of this document object model element is Q. Therefore, you can use the find element by name method to select the element. Once the document object model element is selected, you first need to clear its contents using the clear method. Enter a string as its value using the sendKeys method, and finally emulate the press of return key using keys return. As you may notice that we are using key classes, so we need to import keys. Key classes should start with K capital. Let's correct it and run it again. As you can see, the program is working perfectly. If you notice in the window that this action trigger a change in the URL with the search result in the windows. To confirm the correct URL of the window, you can use the following command. To close the current session, use the close method. It also disconnects the link with the browser. In this example, we have looked at the steps involved in running our first test using Selenium and Python. Do note that we keep the windows open during all stages of the test to ensure you knew what went on this in the background as you run each command. In a full automated flow, you will run multiple tests sequentially and hence may not be able to view each steps as they take place. Now that you have successfully run your first test in Selenium with Python, let's write another test to convert kilogram to pound. We are going to use almost the same methods, so please be with me step by step. The program worked as it should be. I think it is enough for today. Please subscribe to my channel for part 2. Part 2 will be more interesting as we are going to work on some complicated projects.